Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. It's Frugalista here, and it is 2020. Am I Barbara Walters? This is 2020. Did you guys see Anderson Cooper lose his oh, it was hilarious. He was cracking up when Sherry O'Terry was doing her Barbara Walters impersonation on New Year's Eve. Anyway, okay, why do okay, I'm gonna just let that be. This sweater is super cozy. It was clearance at TJ Maxx. It's called an eyelash sweater, which I think that's because it gets stuck in, the fibers get stuck in your eyelash when you take it off and on. It's fuzzy like that. So, despite it being the new year, we are going to still do a little bit of review of 2019. It's the palettes of 2019, and we got winners, we got some kind of mediocre ones, no losers really, right? Nobody's a loser. But we've got some highs and lows, and a lot of these, I bought a lot. I'm like, how many palettes did I buy? I bought a lot of palettes, didn't I? I have a lot of palettes, but you guys, thankfully, as my channel is growing, I'm getting more PR, and so a lot of these were gifted to me, and some might be from brands that aren't always discussed and talked about, and you know, yeah, so I try to veer away from the brands that we kind of always hear about or see, and I try to find some new things and break out of my comfort zone. So here we go, and they're all of all budgets, all color schemes. Let's get down to it. Let's start with one that, you know what? I am gonna start with Alter Ego. I'm trying to think, was 2019? I think 2019 is when Alter Ego kind of launched on the scene. They've come out with a palette just about every 3 months or so, every season. My Temptress palette, I think that was the first one they sent me. I don't have that here on my table. But these four I love, and I love the Temptress palette too. So these are kind of dupes to some higher end. There's a lot of Huda Beauty, there's a lot of Natasha Denona inspiration in these palettes. They are not fakes or copies, but they're just affordable palettes like you would get at the drugstore, cruelty-free. And they are $16 on their website. I have a discount code. And I know you're seeing a lot of channels similar to mine. We've got Kate the Great, and we've got Better Off Red, and some of us we're on their PR now, and so yeah, you're seeing them, and I think it's great. I'm happy, and let's just break it down. I think they're a beautiful assortment of shades. I'm actually wearing this one right now. I think this one's my favorite, the Sahara. It has so many neutrals. See how I'm just like neutraled up? It's got shimmers, it's got mattes, and I enjoy it. The palettes are very easy, portable. They have a mirror. They're made from paper, so they're lightweight. You know, you can throw them away and not worry about contributing a ton of plastic. This palette is gorgeous. It's the Goddess palette. It came out over the summer. I wore it in Vegas. It is basically a complete dupe to the Natasha Denona Gold palette, and it's phenomenal. It really is. These textures and duochromes are fabulous. They're even better on a brush that has some setting spray on it or some Mayron liquid. Awesome. The Daydream is beautiful. Oh, this is so pretty. This came out, I want to say, around the 4th of July, and the glitter on here is pretty intense, and it's great. This is actually a primer shade. It's a cream, so you can use that as a base. I love that. And then the latest was Aurora, and she's a beauty too, and this one is like all the oranges and the sunset kind of stuff, so ton of fun. I'm very pleased with those. Speaking of branching out, I tried the KKW Beauty this summer. I think it was like a Labor Day or a Memorial Day sale on their website, and it was like 60% off, and so I just took the plunge and got a few key pieces. I love Mario, her makeup artist. I think he does amazing work, And so much of their line is collaborated. I think it's what they've worked on together. When you take it from the perspective of a makeup artist and how her looks are so iconic, he knows products, he has techniques that have been formative in the way we all apply our makeup, and especially on like Instagram and social media. So I wanted to kind of, try some of their stuff out. And I went ahead and got this palette, which is the Contour and Highlight, and it's in shade, I want to say light. It's wonderful. It really is. These two, this is like your warm bronze, this is like your cool contour. Sometimes I mix them to just use all over. Sometimes I kind of contour with the bronze. I am wearing it, and I'm sort of got a combination of both. These highlighters are subtle, but you can also really amp them up if you want. So it's nice. It has, I guess you guys can tell I like kind of this square paper, compact with the mirror, and it's very easy to, everything just stacks neatly on my desk, in my drawer, in a travel bag. That's why I like it. Okay, so one that Wet n Wild came out with this year, they did a launch of several of these bigger palettes, which was so much fun. The big pans. This was $15. I found it at Walgreens. It might still be there. It's kind of with a lot of their holiday stuff. There is that like 32, the big one, which they're like, ooh, is that the James Charles copy? And I'm like, you guys, Morphe and BH Cosmetics and companies have been doing this forever. James Charles, with, having an array of shades in a circular fashion, he does not have the copyright or the trademark on that. Like, that is kind of industry, it's been around. That's my opinion. Anyhow, I did not get the other one from Wet n Wild. Definitely curious. Kind of want to. However, I did pick this one up, and it is decent. It really is. I am such a fan of the 10 pan eyeshadows from Wet n Wild. All of them, the color icon, fabulous. There's really never a dud. Their Halloween seasonal launches this year, I did some videos with them. So great. So this is fun. There are some shades that are a little patchy, especially when you get to like these greens. The kind of duochromes are a little tricky, but these are beautiful mattes and neutrals. So for the money, and I think Walgreens might even be having some specials on their stuff, and Wet n Wild has been having end of year, beginning of the year specials. So it's a great palette. Speaking of why I didn't go for that particular Wet n Wild, that big pan, was because Palladio sent me this, and this is their Pro Palette, and they came out with this October? Fudge. That was loud, my phone. Scam likely. Go away. So they did send me this. Now, I have seen some lackluster reviews. I know that Taylor didn't like it. I love this palette personally. I think it is such a good bang for your buck. It's 20 bucks, and it has like every shade you need. It's really good for just the, soft and neutrals. These shimmers are so nice. I even did the green in my tutorial with it when I was playing with it, and that went beautifully. I think it was this green actually. Normally greens and blues can be problematic, so I have no problem with this palette. I love this. Palladio I'm getting more and more just into them and their stuff because they're good and they're affordable. Now, back to kind of high end. I got a couple items from Sephora this year I bought with maybe coupon, the 20% off BIB Rouge. This is the brand Lawless, and I love it. It's like made in USA. I want to say it was developed by, I love female started businesses. You know what I mean? Like, show me a palette started by a woman, a company started by women. I'm there. Okay, so Lawless, very cool. Talc free as well. So made in USA, cruelty free, talc free. Checks off all the boxes. It was $25, and I gotta say, this is a lovely palette, but I might like my Wander Beauty better. And in terms of color payoff, you know, I don't know if between like a Too Faced or a Tarte, this is $25, so I feel like it was, no, it's fine. I think it was these two shades that just kind of didn't do it for me. These two shimmery ones, like these more matte ones are great, but I sort of already have them in some other palettes, so that's why I was like, eh. But there are other palettes, larger sizes, which I know people love, and maybe that's the route to go. Great for travel, fun, especially if you want just like this kind of shade range where you don't have to really work at anything, but not like, wow, it didn't wow me, okay? This one, the Dominate Cosmetics Rustic Glam, again, like it's beautiful, but I don't know if it wowed me. And isn't it funny why something doesn't wow you or why it does? Yeah, I feel like we come with so many different expectations. Like really gorgeous, but this shade right here is beautiful. It's kind of a patina, you know, it's got that like green kind of, you know, when bronze is outside for a long time and it turns green. That's what this is. It's shade Wanderlust, but it's the particular formula or just the shade doesn't, I don't know. It feels like it's kind of getting cakey. Yeah. But I do love like the shade Bohemian and the shade Suede. Whoa, that's super pigmented right there. Dang it. Yeah, her Lemonade palette I think was the first one that came on the scene at Sephora. And again, female started business, love it. This Moonchild is really pretty, but you know, it's gonna have some fallout, a little bit of glitter, but it's beautiful if you want like blue, but with like flecks or, you know, yeah. I haven't tried the blue yet. This shade right here is like perfect. Fringe. I should probably get this in like this size, right? Because this would be your transition shade for every freaking eyeshadow look there is. Yeah, okay, so lovely. I'm happy for the brand. I think there's amazing stuff. I don't know, I don't know if I'm gonna buy another one. We'll see. Because they're in the $40 range. So ones that just blew me away, Essence. These Essence, this one is the natural look, this one is the party look. They're the Yes I Can and I Flirt. They have so many palettes right now. I don't know which ones of these are still on their website or at like an Ulta, or I got these, I think Fred Meyer. My Fred Meyer carries Essence, so it's kind of cool. But you know, this is the natural and this is the party. The party one has like more plums and some golds and bronze. And then this one is just like your rusts and like super pretty autumnal looks, like fall and pumpkin spice. But they're beautiful and I feel like they are the quality is so good. Essence is amazing. I think these are made in China, but a lot of their makeup, yeah. A lot of their makeup isn't, but it's a combination of things. I'm sure they have to do production where it's more affordable. It is cruelty free though, so that is great. But I think Essence is so much fun. I love it. The only problem I have is that the selection is so inconsistent from store to store. Anyway. Okay, so yes, Essence. Sometimes you can find a dud, sometimes you might find a shade that's not as great, but I really do love the Essence shadows. And these particular ones, I found them to be so much fun. You get so much for your money, and that's why I really, really loved them. This LA Colors was fun. There were about 3 of them in this selection. I know that they came out with a bunch of holiday ones. I didn't buy any of those. I only picked this one up, and it's called After Party, and I have to say it's really good. It's $6. It has an amazing arrangement of shades, and they're pigmented, they blend nicely. If you wanted the other, there's like a rust and like a nude. So they have the different looks and the different, I mean, you could get all three and you're still not spending 20 bucks. So that's kind of cool. But I was impressed with this particular LA Color selection. Not all LA Color shadows are fabulous, but you know, for the price you're paying, you are actually getting, you can create some looks that no one's gonna know you use $6 eyeshadow. The e.l.f. Palettes that came out for holiday, this one was at Target, and it doesn't say what it is. I can't remember, but it was in like a rose gold, like wasn't it like a chocolate, like something pink chocolate? And it's nice. It's very nice. It's, look at me, I always dig into these. You can always see the glittery ones. They've got like the mess around them. It's like, okay, Rebecca. But this is a really pretty, I think I played with this one in a video. It has, you know, e.l.f. is amazing too. I love e.l.f. And this is nice. So, the Earth and Ocean one was good. I liked this one better. I don't know if I'm gonna really reach for that Earth and Ocean one. It's pretty, yeah. Anyway, but good job, e.l.f. store, but Jcap Beauty, they came out with the Dia and Noche palettes, and they kind of complement each other. One is day, one is night. And this, did I do that right? No, this is night, this is day. These are phenomenal. So they called them a tri-element palette, and they are matte and sparkle, like frost, duochrome, and glitter. And they're very good. So the colors are definitely fun, some neutrals with some vibrant ones, but the duochrome ones are so pretty. They're so pretty. They're a little glittery, I'm not gonna lie. So, you know, some of us, we love glitter, some of us, we hate it. So you just gotta go, oh, not bother with that and move on, or I'm gonna, you know, like, don't judge me for liking glitter. This particular shade, I keep sticking my finger in, and it's like molten silver. Oh, by the way, I was gifted these palettes. I started getting on the Jcap Beauty PR list this year, I think. I mean, I think I'm on their PR list. They send me PR, so it's pretty amazing. Not gonna question it. This shade though, I wanna just like, yeah, I love it. I love this shade. Okay. The one I wanna say that just, I think had the most impact on me though this year was the Toddy palette. I found myself so drawn to this palette. I feel like I love the way this blends. I love the way it applies. I can't wait for her to do another launch, you know, another round of these when they come out. And I can't wait for the future volumes, because this is volume 1. So that says that there's gonna be more, and I can't wait to see what shades they're gonna be. But if you like glitter, this is probably some of the best glitter for eyeshadow that you can find. The matte shades are not patchy. They're beautiful and smooth. And this row here, which is called Sequin, has like a bit of glitter in it, a little bit. And I think some people were kind of like, well, what is this? It's not glittery, and it's not matte, and it's not the metallic, you know, what's going on here? But I like it because it's soft, and it has like a bit, it has light and flex to it, but it's not as flat as the matte. And I think, I really do, I think it's genius. So I'm enjoying this. I know this color selection isn't for everyone. Some people want a cooler shade, and I do think that cool tones have been kind of the, you know, the stepchild. No offense to stepchilds, but you know what I mean. They're like the afterthought. They're the Cinderella. Yeah, there's a lot of warm shades. Speaking of, love this Rush palette from Wander. They did send me this. I bought the Toddy palette, by the way. Wander Beauty sent me this. fabulous. Water Beauty shadows are some of the best if you have crepey eyelids because they have incredible wear. They are smooth. They don't look crepey and patchy and crusty. So they're really good. Okay, now, oh, you guys, I'm gonna do kind of the last few I have, and some, I bought one and was sent one. Fenty Beauty, just this Moroccan palette did not do it for me. There are new Fenty shadows. They have like a little system, little click system. I haven't checked them out yet. This palette is still on the Sephora website, but you can't order it from the Sephora website, but it'll show it to you if you want to look at it. And then various stores have it in stock. It's been marked down. I got it for very little money, like 20 bucks. It's great. Don't get me wrong. It's beautiful. I mean, these are beautiful shades, but you guys, like, ooh, look at that. That's fabulous. But the shimmers kind of didn't, I mean, I just didn't feel like I was wowed. You know, when I said that, like, ooh, I need to be wowed. And I don't know, I just really wasn't wowed with this palette. And I'm confused. I don't know why I wasn't, because I love Fenty Beauty. I love their lip products, bronzers, concealer, foundation, fab. Fenty doesn't go wrong. And these, I would give them about a 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. So not like, not bad, just not like, oh, gotta have it. Anyway, okay. And then this little guy, super cute. You can get Winky Lux, Sephora. Yeah, Winky Lux sent me some stuff. This is great. This is a little bit pricey, I think. I feel like, I think these are 20. I feel like they're a little more ColourPop. Like if you can buy something from ColourPop for that money, maybe why not just do that instead of this? But these shadows are beautiful and cool tones. So if you're looking for cool tones, this is the Cashmere Kitten palette. And it's great. It really is great. It doesn't have a mirror. That's okay. But it's paper compact, right? Winky Lux is kind of nice. They're like the surprise, you know, surprise line, because the surprise line. They're this unexpected brand that you think is just cutesy because they have like little lipsticks with flower and glitter and stuff in them. And then it's amazing. They have amazing lipsticks and amazing primer. And yeah, so I like it. Ooh, and their brow pencil, I'm wearing it. It's the Unibrow. So good. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I know there's so many of you out there that love an eyeshadow palette like I do. And I feel like because my obsession is strong, I almost tried to pull away from buying palettes in 2019. And it just so happened that I was gifted several, which love the universe, the way it works out. So I don't know what I'm going to do going into 2020. I feel like I have plenty, you know, what more could there be? I don't need another palette every week. So we'll see. We'll see what kind of strikes my fancy, whether it's obviously what Toddy comes out with, I'll probably purchase, but you know, I'll have to just wait and see. I always love drugstore because that to me is the most intriguing. It's this like quest to find amazing products at affordable prices. Whereas at Sephora, if you're gonna spend $40, it has to be fabulous. So, yeah, I really overthink this. That I do know. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Thanks for your support of my channel, especially this last year. I really appreciate it. And I hope we can have so much more fun together going forward. Let's make this tons of fun. I'm gonna try to put out a ton of content for you. That means I can't be lazy. And yeah, so please subscribe if you haven't yet, and follow me on Instagram. I will list everything in the description box. And thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.